Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be more of a serious topic. As you can tell by the title, it's not going to be upbeat at all. I have tried to make this video about 5 times now, 5 different days, and it's just been too hard for me. I don't want this to be such a sad video. I really wanted to make this for people that are going through the same thing and are grieving and are mourning, and just maybe they can watch this and realize that they aren't alone. And my brother deserves a video. He really does. And if I'm going to keep doing these videos, I do want to mention him in here. I don't want to just mention him one time in one video. If someone asks what happened to your brother, you keep using him in past tense. I want a whole video towards him because he deserves that. And I just don't want to explain myself really quickly. I want it to be just all dedicated to him. So, my brother was Taryn. He was 23, and he died of a medical reason that happened very sudden. I'm going to try my best not to cry in this, because I could do this. And I know he doesn't want me to cry. I cry enough. He had so much plans in his life. He had so much going for him. He had just gotten engaged. My bad. Sorry. He had just gotten engaged to the love of his life. He just started a job that he was really actually enjoying, and he was just getting everything started with his career and his life and everything. And life is too short, guys. It's just not fair. It always seems to be people that deserve so much and had so much to look forward to. My brother got excited over everything, and that's what made me feel so special. When I literally mentioned anything in my life, he was like, "Oh my god, that's so exciting, like, good for you." I'd be like, "Yeah, I just got a new shirt, like, I really like it." He'd be like, "Oh my god, like, let me see it." Like, literally, he got excited over everything. And sorry, I told him a lot because he cared a lot, and I know a lot of my family cares. I really know that, but you have that somebody that always cares the most, and you feel special telling them things because you know that they deeply care about every single thing that you're saying. So I'll always miss him for that, for sure. I know I can talk to him every day because I know he's here. I feel his presence here, and I know I can talk to him every day. It's just so different not getting like a real response back. But I know he's here and I feel it. And that's what makes me like put a smile to my face every day, because I know he's not far. Like, I feel him here with me and our family all the time. It's been a very tough year. Not long ago, it passed the 1-year mark that he's been gone, and it's still so tough. And I know it's not gonna get easier. Maybe like a little bit. I don't know what part will be easier. Everyone in my family's taking it differently. Everyone has their bad days. Sometimes it's like a whole week that it's bad. My mom still hasn't gone back to work because everyone takes it differently. For me personally, I needed to go back to work. I needed to keep my mind off things. I needed to keep busy because I just can't be sitting, because then it's when I'm sad and I focus on just everything and my head's just spinning. So work for me is good. I need that. I have to keep busy when I'm home. I try to clean, or I try to like do something, watch something. I find talking about him makes me feel good, because I know he won't be forgotten, but he needs to be talked about. I know as a family and friends will always remember him and will think about him every day, but I just want everyone to know that I want to talk about him. And I know it's very hard when you say sorry to somebody. You just kind of want to just say sorry and that's it, because you don't know how the person's going to react, and I totally understand that. If you ever see me and you come up to me and think it's uncomfortable because you think I'm going to cry, honestly, I love talking about my brother. I love it. I want him to be talked about all the time, because I know he'd love that. We actually just had a social for him the other week, and it was Rock of Ages. He loved rock. And yeah, it was awesome. Like, it was everything that like he would have loved. And I'm really glad that we had that. Definitely helped my mom, because that was the first time she's seen like a huge crowd of people for like a year. She never really went out, never went to the store or anything, and now after that she's like, hey, this really helped me. Like, I can actually go to the store now, and it's just helped me a lot. I just felt him there the whole time, and I know he'd love all the music, and just like all his friends were there, and it just will be a great thing yearly to do, to remember him, and I feel him there, and I know he would just be so happy. So I do want to just give little tips. I know it's only been a year. It's a long time, but it's a short time because I have a long life left. But I do want to give some advice to people that ever watch this and they're going through the same thing, like missing somebody that they've lost. I just want to give some advice on like how I cope with things and just how I work through this. Personally, I haven't been to counseling, but I really recommend that to people. I've heard so much good about it. I never have, just because like I'm coping with it on my own. Okay, I find it's not for everybody, but I feel like it's definitely something that is very important after losing somebody, and it's nothing to be ashamed of because it's definitely helpful. I've heard from a lot of people. Another thing, like I said, talking about that person, it brings smiles to people when you talk about them. Good memories, of course. Memories, you want them to be remembered, and you just want it to keep going on and on forever because they're not physically there. Another thing that's been really helping me is being with my family as much as I could. The worst thing to happen after losing somebody is your family falling apart. And that happens a lot. Family is very helpful when you lose someone. It's nice to be close to them, and it's nice to just be around people, because secluding yourself isn't good. I mean, some people like to be independent on their own and stuff after that, but I find just family really helps, and friends. After a time like this, it's very helpful. Another thing too, take time to think. Just breathe, just relax. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but for real, like, you need to just relax, take it easy, and just do activities that are peaceful and calming and just distracting to your everyday life, because it definitely will help. All these tips are helping me. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone in this. I know a lot of people suffer from this every day, unfortunately. Grieving is awful. It's so painful. I'd rather be slapped across the face 100 times, like, than feel this pain. It hurts. Like, it really hurts. I used to be a happy person. I still am a happy person. I try to be as happy as I could, but it's hard. It's really hard to be happy when something like this just, like, happens in your life. When I think about it so deeply, to this day, it's not believable still. Like, there's days where I'm like, okay, he's gone. But then there's days where it's like, what the heck? Like, this isn't real. It's not. So for the first few months, it was awful. It was just like me not believing it happened and just being so mad. Like, what the heck? Like, why are people telling me sorry about your brother? Like, he's not gone. What are you telling me this for? And then over time, it was just like, I was mad. And then now it's like come to a point where I know it's happened, but still, like, unbelievable. Another big thing I do recommend, ever having a bad day, bring it up to somebody. Because the majority of people are happy to have you open up and them talk to you about your issue. Because most people out there have a heart and are wanting to talk it out and make you feel better. I hold a lot in, and that's something that I wish I didn't do, but I hold a lot in. And then there's days where I just blurt it all out, like, I'm sad, I'm sad, I'm sad, like, can I talk? Barely ever, but I hold a lot in, and that's not good, but I'm coping, so I just don't like thinking about it too deep, because I know right now my brother would be so sad watching me be sad. I bounce back a lot. I bounce back and forth from being happy and being sad and being happy and being sad. And it's just so hard. Sorry, I turn completely ugly when I cry, so Don't mind that. And I don't even have a tissue nearby, so that's awesome. Back to being with your family and being with your friends. Do not close them off. I did that for a while. I just didn't really talk to them, didn't want to make plans. That's not good. It's not very healthy. You still need that. For a while I was like, I don't need anybody, I just need my close family. I'm sad. I don't want to hang out with anyone. But you need that, and you don't want to push your friends away. To all you friends out there, I'm not trying to push you away. I love you guys, and you guys have been awesome supporting me and my family. On a positive note, everyone that you are missing and is gone, they're watching you. They're in the presence of your house, and they're just there. And if you don't feel it, maybe someday you will, but I feel it every day with my brother, and it's just such a good feeling. Like, I feel it right now in my room. He's here and he's watching. It may feel like the end of the world, but you will get through it. Trust me. I know it's been a year, and I'm sure a lot of people that are watching this that has lost someone for way longer than that. It's like, wow, like, you don't even really know. But a year's enough, and I wanted to make this video. You'll be okay. You will be okay. Your well-being is very important, and you want to make sure that it is okay after these kind of situations, because lots of things run through my head a lot. Will I be able to live without my brother? Is our family going to be okay? It will. I know it will. I know I'm only 22 and I have such a long life to live without my brother. That honestly hurts my heart so bad, because that's not fair. But at the end of the day, we can't do anything. I can't do anything now. I can't turn back anything, and we have to go on without him. Whether he's here or he's not. And I know he's here. And I love saying that because I feel it all the time. Life moves on, and it sucks. But we still have to move on with life. Being sad is very easy, but being happy is very important. It's hard. I try so much to be happy, but it's possible. And being sad is very easy to do, but like, you are the only person that can make yourself a happy person and positive. I sound like a little preacher right now, but I just wanted to make this video for people that are confused as well, and just like my story and just what I've been through, I guess. The only thing about the situation that makes me a better person, it made me strong. Because anything now that happens to me that's negative will never beat this situation. So I know that I'm very strong from this, and I do not wish this upon anybody. It's hard losing a sibling. I never thought that I'd be saying that, and never really like saying it out loud because it just doesn't feel real. So I just want to end this on a good note, this video. I just say a little bit more about my brother because that just makes the whole video a little more positive. If you didn't know my brother, that's unfortunate because he was such an amazing guy. He was an awesome person. We had our fights and stuff, but the last few years that he was living, we had a good time, and we were very, very close, and I do not regret anything. I'm just so happy that we were close. I'm so glad that we said I love you all the time, and just like, we're happy. He loved rock and roll, loved his old music, he loved history. He was very smart on history. If you knew how much he talked, oh my goodness. There were days where I was on the phone at college and I would just put it on speaker and do what I was doing because he would talk my ear off about the littlest things. But you know what? I would do anything to go back to that. I miss all that talking. I would do anything for him to talk to me for like 10 hours straight. The love he had for his fiance was crazy, and it was so cute. He got her name tattooed onto his chest, which we all were laughing at because that's just like the weirdest thing to do. But if you knew him, he was so into her and just so much in love. And over time we're like, okay, this is cute. Like, it's funny, it's weird, but it's cute. The love he had was just crazy. And he just, when he liked someone, he just expressed it so much. The amount of people that he talked so good about, he was just so humorous. He was just a funny guy, and he made people laugh, and he just, something about him made the room spark. Like, just lighten up. I can honestly talk about him all day. I miss him a lot. If I'm looking over there, it's because I'm looking at his pictures that are up there. His smile was amazing. Like, no one's smile was similar to his. He had the best smile ever. And it just like lit up a room. I would just like to say thank you if you watch this all. I'm sorry if this was very sad or just a very different video. I know it is. I love talking. He loved talking. And I love my brother. And I want him to be remembered forever. I know he'll be watching this video. I know he's in here right now watching this video live. To any of you out there, you're not alone. Little sentimental objects and just like little things that we got from friends or family are very helpful. They just make me smile and they just make me realize that he's here. He's in our house with us. So this here is a tree actually that he always went on and took pictures. It was from the cabin actually. We took it out of the water and brought it back. It's like dried out. He used to love these salt rocks. We have them in almost every one of our rooms in our house. This was my brother's teddy bear, Teddy. He literally was not ashamed of this. He had it until he was 23. And he brought it around everywhere. The nose is off. When we were little, we were fighting, and I ripped his nose off. So that was rude of me, but still here. My parents bring him everywhere now when we go out of town or wherever we go. But yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit about what we have in memory of my brother and stuff that like keeps us happy. I'd just like to end this video saying thank you everyone in this town and family, friends, just anybody who has been so supportive with our family during this hard time. I really appreciate everything that you guys have said and done. Not just this town that I live in, but my family and all our friends are so sweet and nice and just like know exactly what to say to us. And I just thank you all for all the kind words that you have said during this hard time. I don't know when I'm posting next, but I will see you guys next time.